Roads Ministry is pushing for increase in road tolls to help boost the country's road fund. How is the public reacting to this? Join me on this episode of News Connect on Citi TV. My name is Kojo Achman. Stay tuned. Where do you live?
Please, I live at Kaswa.
What is the nature of roads there?
Please, the road is very bad. That is very bad, and we are still paying the tolls, and they are not doing anything with the toll. Every day we pay the toll, they will increase it, and we don't have. Our car has been spoiling on the road, and we think maybe if they have to do the road for us, and that might be if maybe they have to increase the toll to maybe 2 Citi or 10 Citi, we don't have problem. Because when you take the toll and you don't do it, and we are paying the money, we are just paying the money for nothing.
So you're saying the roads are bad, so you want the road tolls to go into the construction of roads?
Yes, the roads are bad. Even after the toll to broadcasting, when the rain falls, it carries more sand and brings it on the road. So when it happens like that, they used to rent machine to come and clear all the sand on the road, and that one it causes most traffic on the road. It is disturbing now, so they have to do something about the road for us.
How do you feel when you are paying road tolls and you have such bad roads in your area?
Oh, it's very painful. It's very painful because you are paying something and you are not getting anything from it. It's very bad because there's so much potholes on the road, and still we are still paying the road tolls.
The roads in Lakeside Estates are extremely bad. From I think the Community 1 going through to the Botwe Main Road is extremely bad. Full potholes, and I mean every time we have to change our shocks and things. It's very, very bad. Very, very, very bad. So we urge the government to do something about it. As for that, we really need it. It's very bad because sometimes before you leave home and you come into town, it's dusty. I mean the roads are dusty too. So you'd be very, very dirty before you get into town, which is not helping residents in that area. And then we also need some gutters along the roads too, for when it rains, the floods. Most of those areas do flood a lot.
So how do you feel when you pay road tolls, considering the nature of the roads at Lakeside?
Well, it hurts, but then as citizens, we need to do our part because we believe in paying those tolls for government to fix our roads. But then, I don't know, we have paid it for several years. We keep complaining about these roads and then nothing has been done. But we urge the government to do something about it. That is what I think.
When you say you urge the government to do something about it, what specifically do you want government to do about it?
To fix our roads. Because once we are paying for road tolls, we also expect the roads to be fixed. And that way, we believe that whatever we are paying towards the tolls are being used to fix our roads.
As a citizen, you need to play your part. And now the Roads Ministry is calling for increase in road tolls. I don't know what you make of this.
Well, let's say if the roads were good and the ministry has put in an increase, then I believe every citizen will say, well, that's fine. But then with the roads being in this bad natures and then there is an increase, there's a little more to it than what we, the average Ghanaians, are enjoying.
Okay, I live at Nungwa, and the roads are fairly okay, except the detour I take to my house behind the mall, the Junction Mall. And usually I take the road, I use the motorway quite a lot, and I take the detour at the 18 Junction branch towards Spintex. And the road is fairly good. I mean, from the 18 Junction on the motorway to the main Spintex road is okay. And from there, the only problems you have is somewhere around the Sakumono Estate Junction, the traffic light. The road from the 18 Junction to the traffic light is extremely terrible. And I think that is the only negative from here, from my office to my house. Yeah, that is the only negative aspect of the road.
So how do you feel when you pay road tolls?
Well, for me, it's one of those patriotic duties. So, I mean, it's normal for us to pay road tolls. I mean, as long as it is used for exactly what it is that they're taking the tolls for. Yeah. Now,
there's a call for an increment in road tolls. What is your view on this?
For me, I think the call has come too early. because there will be so much agitation, because even as you speak, we've not been seeing any major improvement in our route. People had to decide to even boycott payment of tolls on this road before they decided to even do the patches on the road. So going forward, I think that the most important thing for them to do is to show us that they are working with what we've paid already, so that once they come out, I mean, we'll be willing to pay ourselves rather than being coerced or maybe by law something to force us to pay.
I live at a Krapong. Our road is okay. They have done our road for us, because if you see a lot of places, they have a problem with the road. Our place is okay. Now we are paying road toll every day, in and out. I pay like 50 pesos in and out, to 1 cedi a day. So they should try to repair the road. They should maintain the road. Maintenance is our problem, because you see a lot of potholes in that dual carriage. You have a problem on that road. So if I'm paying a toll, then they don't repair the road. It's another problem. Because I went to Kumasi, the toll booth. If you read the toll booth, you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. They are collecting toll at that place. The road is very bad at Kumasi, the last tolling booth. Because the day Sanjay come and visit at Chebi, I'm surprised, because the car Otumfo is using, that place is very dangerous. Your sump will blast. You face a problem. So the roads, the place they are collecting every toll at that road, they should maintain the road. That's my.
So how do you feel when you pay road tolls, and now that there's a call for an increment in the road tolls?
Like taxes. If you are telling me that you are collecting taxes from people, you have to try to use the tax for something that people will see that, yes, I pay a tax. So I've seen that they are repairing this thing for me. So if you are increasing the road toll, then still they didn't repair the roads, then I don't believe that you can pay a running road toll. Because if you are doing the road well, you pay it. Because if you are telling me that I should pay street light bill, street light, if I pay, then the street light is not working. So how can you tell me to pay? It didn't encourage people to pay a lot of taxes. They will dodge.
The condition is not that good, especially as it's raining now. You see potholes developing. The older potholes are still there, growing bigger. And it's not suitable for driving, not conveniencing at all.
So what comes to mind when you are paying road tolls?
It's a rip-off. I think it's a rip-off. We pay 50 pesos in and out anytime, so at least a cedi a day. A lot of cars pay the tolls, and the road is always busy. The road is always busy, so you think that they should use that money to repair the road, make it motorable. But as it is now, you don't see the repair works going. You just see a few patches. Even the patching creates hazards in that it's not well jointed, and you feel it's inconvenience in driving on the roads. That's what I can say.
So now the roads ministry is pushing for an increase in road tolls. What will be your comment on this?
I would say they should demonstrate what they use our current tolls, the 50 pesos for, before even trying to increase it. It's not time to increase it. They need to account to us what they are really using the current money they collect for, before we can discuss raising of or increase of tolls.
That'll be all for this episode of News Connect on Citi TV. My name is Kojo Achman. Keep watching Citi TV.